Hey there, sports fans. I'm Jessica Veylora. It's Friday, June 12th, and the Carolina Hurricanes are one win away from the Stanley Cup. The World Cup gave us goals, drama, and 3 red cards on day one, and tonight, the United States steps onto the biggest stage in soccer. Let's get into it. We start in Raleigh, where the Hurricanes beat the Golden Knights 4-2 in Game 5, and now lead the Stanley Cup final 3-2, and the Stars finally showed up all at once. Andrei Svechnikov buried 2 power play goals, including the dagger early in the third. Sebastian Aho scored his first goal of the series. Nikolai Ehlers handed out 3 assists for his second straight three-point night, and captain Jordan Staal, goals in 5 consecutive games at age 37. He is now the only player in NHL history with a 5-game goal streak both as a teenager and after turning 35. That is a career, you guys. Brandon Bussi stopped 23 more shots in just his second career playoff start. So here we are. Game 6, Sunday night in Vegas, and Carolina is 1 win from its first cup in 20 years. Now to the World Cup, where day 1 delivered absolute chaos. Mexico beat South Africa 2-0 at the Azteca, with Julian Quinones striking inside 10 minutes and Raul Jimenez sealing it in the second half. But the story was the cards. 3 red cards, 2 on South Africa, 1 on Mexico, the most ever in a World Cup opening match. And here is a stat I love. Mexico had opened a World Cup 8 times and never won. 5 losses and 2 draws until last night at home, with the whole country watching. Meanwhile, South Korea gave us the first great comeback of the tournament, falling behind Czechia and roaring back to win 2-1 on Hyun-Gyu-oh's winner in the 81st minute. 1 day in, and this tournament is already cooking. Baseball fans, the Detroit Tigers turned batting practice into a real game last night. 6 home runs in an 11-0 demolition of the Twins. Torkelson, Torres, Keith, Green, McKinstry, and Perez all went deep, 3 of them off poor Zebby Matthews, and Detroit is now 7-2 in June and looking terrifying. And out in Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani just keeps being Shohei Ohtani. Another homer against the Pirates, his 13th of the season and his 3rd in the last 5 games. The man is allergic to slumps, and tonight, it gets even bigger. The United States plays its first home World Cup match in more than 30 years against Paraguay, 9 Eastern at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. An entire generation of American fans has never seen this, and Group D points are right there for the taking. Which brings me to my pick of the day, and I am riding a heater. I told you Carolina would take Game 5 at home, and they did, so I am now 2-0 this week. Tonight, I am taking the USA to win, and I will even give you a flavor of it. Multiple American goals in front of that home crowd. Everyone who called Carolina in the comments, you know who you are, and I am hearting every correct pick today. Now drop your USA versus Paraguay call in the comments, and if you get it right, I name you in tomorrow's episode. That is a promise. That is your Friday. Carolina 1 win from the Cup, the World Cup off and flying, the Tigers reigning homers, and the USA under the lights tonight. If you love your sports served fast and fun, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because tomorrow we break down the USA result. And tomorrow night, the Knicks can win their first championship in 53 years in Game 5. You do not want to miss a second of this weekend. I'm Jessica Veylora. Stay sharp, stay winning, and stay close. See you tomorrow.